Okie dokie. I knew this birthday video was a good idea.
It's gonna come at the cost of my voice.
Yeah, well, you're not the only one.
Yeah, but Nate, remember, the greatest sacrifice requires the strongest will.
So,
Anyways, let's move on.
my number 5, breaking into the top 5 spots. Video games. We've talked about video games, turning on that, and here's my video game movie.
Uh-oh.
Could have been great. Trailer was awesome, but oh my god, it was boring. Let's go, my brothers.
No, absolutely.
Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
I feel so bad for Michael Fassbender.
Oh god. Oh my god, I think I just regurgitated.
Oh my god. The trailers made this movie look great. You had a golden goose egg to make it cool. No. We spent 90% of the movie with the Templars. The villains of that franchise. Mind you, to anybody who hasn't played an Assassin's Creed game, which I call bullshit. I know you guys played one. And Michael Fassbender. One note and crazy. Literally. Like, this is my main character? Seriously? I mean, even his ancestor in the past was not really that memorable. Oh my god, this movie tried so hard to please the fan base with certain things. Like, the costume designs and the parkour aspect, not that bad. Not that bad.
It was fine.
But you focus on the presence in Assassin's Creed title. The most boring parts of Assassin's Creed. And the biggest sin of it all, I've mentioned this on Bad Movies, you do not cut away from the leap of faith. You don't do that. You don't. I am so happy this movie's not getting a sequel, because its sequel baits it hard that it was trying to do. Ugh. I know I've trashed on Netflix, but I know we're getting a show, so maybe it can't be as bad as what we've gotten, because they can stretch it out into a series.
Yeah, I mean, if Last of Us got a series and it done well, hopefully, fingers crossed.
I really hope so, but oh my god, video game movies have such a bad rap, and this was one of its crowning achievements. I haven't said anything else that Kevin hasn't said in Bad Movies. If you want to check that out, go ahead. But that's mine. That's why it's here at number 5, because I had expectations for this movie. Go ahead, Nicholas.
I mean, you want to talk about having expectations and bad follow through? That pretty much sums up my number 5. Record of Ragnarok.
If Trey was here. Oh,
I mean, this show sucks. Now, the concept is cool. Let's get that out of the way. 13-round tournament between gods and heroes of humanity. Winner take all. Humanity wins, they survive. Gods win, kaput. The fight scenes are dull. Let me say that again. In a strictly tournament anime, the fight scenes, the main attraction, were boring. How do you mess that up? Why? Everything is just talking. I want to see the fight. I want to see Lubu take on Thor. Or why are some of these fucking designs? And look, I get creativity and all, but show some accuracy, god damn it. Also, what the fuck? Oh, seriously, Billy, like any of these gods have the moral high ground to say, yeah, humanity sucks. The shit Zeus has done alone is enough to justify you gods leaving. Why? 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 I cannot comprehend why this show was even made in the first place. Please. Stick to
What?
What is it?
Season 3 is apparently happening.
What?
Are you kidding me?
What?
What?
Boots.
Look, stick to the manga. This belongs in the cesspool of bad anime ideas.
Exactly. Ugh, Nate, please go, man. Please go.
Okay, well, third time's the charm on like expectations, and then end results pretty poor. We talked about like movies, animes. What about a video game based on a famous icon?
What?
2020's Avengers.
Oh, fuck me! That. Oh.
That game.
Oh
I didn't even
yeah,
play
oh yeah.
it and I know it's bad.
Okay, because yeah, look, when I saw the trailer for the first time, I was hooked on it. I really was. They got a good cast in the film, in the game, and the introduction scene in the demo. Okay, it looks good. It takes a dark route. Perfect. But then, when the launch came out, what the fuck? You guys put a delay on this. You delay it a year later, just so things can work. End results. Not that good.
You turn to a live event game with microtransaction galore.
Yeah, I expect this crap from EA and Hoyoverse, not from Square Enix. And also, it's not the microtransaction things that tick me off. It's how they present the gameplay. Somebody like the missions, not only they felt repetitive, but they felt really, really buggy and glitchy.
Yeah, tell that to the boss fights. Oh no, wait. That's right. There wasn't a lot of boss battles, was there?
No, there wasn't.
There was only the main ones were
With Abomination, Taskmaster, and MODOK.
Yeah,
3 bosses.
robots.
literally. When you only have like 3 small bosses? They're not even bosses! They're not! And to top it all off, the way they did each of the characters, they done it so fucking dirty. Especially with how they did with Kamala Khan in that film. In that game. It's like,
oh god, it does not make me like Kamala and never will.
The main issue is that the game only works with Kamala. She's the only one that gets the Avengers together. Like, really? A bunch of adults and a god couldn't get their shit together. But then a little girl says, "Oh, you're heroes." And they're like, "Oh yeah, we are heroes." That's essentially the problem with Ruby in the volumes, I believe, 5 through, I think, 5
7,
through
I think.
5 to 8, I believe.
Yeah, well,
No,
she's
7.
literally the only one that talks common sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also like another problem too. It was like, not to mention, the DLCs they brought in. You think that they're gonna help out?
No, they were precious shit. Like, first of all, okay, like, I'll admit, the Kate Bishop stuff with the time travel with Hawkeye,
That was fun.
interesting concept. Wakanda, we had a new map.
And the Spider-Man one's like, okay.
Yeah, well,
No,
yeah,
we
well,
don't-
Spider-Man's only for PlayStation though.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, which
And-
I
and-
find bullshit.
And also, let's not forget, we got the Mighty Thor and Winter Soldier, the most known Avengers, apparently. And guess this: when they were added, there's nothing new. They're just there. And also, Nick Fury, he disappeared somehow later on.
He comes back.
No
For no fucking
explanation.
reason. It's like you done some of my favorite Marvel characters dirty. You done some of the most iconic ones fucking dirty too. Square Enix, you had one job to make this great, but this is like one of the biggest fails that you've done.
Like, you know what I would have done? I would have actually increased the roster, because the roster is
It was short.
Tiny. It was
Look,
tiny.
You see how many fingers I have? 10. That's how many max characters are if you include Spider-Man. 10.
Yeah, because
That's it. How many Avengers are there? Let me think.
there's a bunch.
There's Vision, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver,
Ant-Man, Wasp.
So much
Well,
more.
Ant-Man is technically in the game, but he can't shrink.
But they wasted him too. They just, oh, I have a machine that can shrink and grow. All right, boom, boom, boom. What the fuck? Really? It's like everything about this game is just a big fat middle finger. And this came out at a time where we have great video games: Spider-Man, Batman Arkham series, and Injustice. You can do it right. This was not it. Just everything
I would have
about-
taken Ultimate Alliance 2 over this.
Yeah.
I would have taken Ultimate Alliance Infinity.
Yeah, I would.
Infinity.
Oh, Ultimate. Oh, you mean Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite?
Yep.
No. Marvel Ultimate Alliance Infinity Saga.
No,
Oh.
no. Okay, Marvel's Capcom, the
Black Order.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Black Order. That was not that bad, actually, because
that wasn't that
it involved everyone!
Yeah. Yeah, that's like my number 5. Avengers, one of the worst examples of a video game done.
No. Nate. They need these Avengers need to disassemble, because now the game's not even online. They took it out.
They unplugged the servers.
Yeah, you can tell it's that bad if they pull it out completely.
Yep.
Bravo, Square Enix. Bravo.
Good job. All right.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Well, hang on. What's the executive's name? Because I need to write his name on my death note.
Oh.
I watched this shit fully.
Yep.
Actually, you know what? Not even fully. I watched it like for an hour and I stopped. That's how bad it was. Because, like Brendan said, they changed so much shit. Light does not have a mom he loves. He doesn't have a sister that he cares about. No, it's just his dad, his rough dad. You know, his rough dad is trying to solve the murder. And then he finds a death note. What does he do when he sees Ryuk? Just Light's not a wimp. Like, he's not physically strong, but he's not a coward. And the way they handle deaths. Remember the first kill? I laughed because of how stupid that death was. And then every other death just did not make sense. This movie was so bad. It was so gory. It was so unnecessarily profound. I was just, what the fuck am I watching anymore? And then the ending, just apparently it was all part of Light's fucking plan. Because he wanted Ryuk to be there to cut down the Ferris wheel, have Mia die, to have him go into the hospital, have his dad know that he's Kira. Yeah, because we're setting up a sequel. Yeah, that's gonna be great, right? Yeah, that's gonna be great. Yeah. Oh, you know, it sucks that they had the same guy who was in the Naked Brothers band be the lead. It sucks.
Oh yeah, not Wolf.
Yeah, just I don't even want to talk about this shit anymore. You already talked about most of it. I'm done.
Don't worry, I got some words for that later.
Oh my god. Okay.
Number 4.
We're almost done, boys.
I was the dumbass that went to go see this movie in theaters. And I was the only one in this that I thought could have been done good. But fuck you, Shyamalan. Fuck you with The Last Airbender.
Oh,
I was
dude, I have that just a
wondering when we're
little
gonna
bit
get
high.
that.
Mine's way higher. I will say that.
Oh my god. Why did my idiot child brain decide to go see this movie?
Yeah, we
Could
should
have been good. Could have been good.
Yeah, we should have been cautious when we found out he had never seen a single episode.
Literally. When you change characters' names like Aang, Ong, Sokka, Sokka, Iro. What?
Literally adds nothing.
And then just what is it with Shyamalan taking actors and just having just like, yeah, no, this is how I talk. This is exactly how I talk. I'm just gonna stare into the camera and talk like this. My name is Ong, and I'm the Avatar. Show emotion. Show something.
Yeah, let's just be clear. Shyamalan had one good idea with The Sixth Sense, and he's been riding on that credit ever since.
Yeah, and all of his movies, like, come at me, Shyamalan fans. All of his movies sucked after that, okay? Come fight me. I will die on that hill. And the bending.
That's
No,
not even
how?
bending.
How? And again, what I should have known would have been a bad idea. The Earthbender prison. What?
Oh,
You're Earthbenders. Earth.
You
Taking the element of
You're
Earth, the fucking planet, and bending it to your will. You are surrounded by this stuff.
and yet you can't use it.
And oh,
you
like
should be running this shit.
and literally, how many Earthbenders does it take to move a single rock? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6.
5 Earthbenders. That piece of fuck film to move one single rock.
It
And
takes
then
one.
how many of them can actually do it in the cartoon?
One.
It's like a tank! A fucking tank!
5 guys. Tank.
It should not be this hard! Changes have to make sense when you adapt it. Oh, and they had the nerve to tease a sequel with Azula and the Fire Nation. And the Fire Nation's power. How the fuck did they conquer the world if they can't bend fire from nothing? At least the Netflix one is showing a little promise.
Yeah, it actually does look like Avatar.
Yeah.
So like, I know Netflix has had a bad track record with adapting some stuff. Can't be any worse than what we got. That's my number 4. Fuck you, Shyamalan.
Nicholas.
Well, speaking of fuck you directors, this is a video game, but I did not have fun with it at all. It is the Friday the 13th video game.
Oh,
Because look, this was not fun to play. And I'll tell you why. Nobody wants to play a fucking camp counselor. They want to play as Jason fucking Voorhees. Why was this not a single Rampage game about going around killing camp counselors? Instead, it's some bullshit Dead by Daylight ripoff. I mean, every time I'll give you a little secret. Every time I tried to play this, I was never Jason. I was always a counselor, and I always fucking died. Usually in the first minutes. You want to know why? Because everybody else who had been playing this shit was a better Jason.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't get the guy behind Friday the 13th. Look, I get it. You're not happy with how the shit went, blah, 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 blah. Don't punish the fans.
Blame yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's taken offline now.
I'm pretty sure it is.
No.
But I mean, come on. This could have been a really cool idea. Imagine And just imagine just making an actual plot around this game. And it would have been so much fun. But no, we had to turn it into a very generic horror game knockoff. Thank you.
And boy, did they fuck it up again with another movie license their next game.
These are the fuckers behind Texas Chainsaw.
And Predator Hunting Grounds.
Oh,
Yeah.
go.
Go, Nate!
Okay, some people expected Twilight to be on here. Well, guess what? I
We
somehow.
don't care about them.
Yeah, but guess what? I'm probably going to shock a lot of people. I find something that is just more boring and worse than Twilight. This is a film called Beastly. Because
Yeah, I wouldn't even know it.
And you were right to not know it, because guess what? This is supposed to be a tween version of Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, I remember this.
Yep. Oh boy. You took one of the most iconic Disney films, and one not just in Disney film in general, one of the most iconic romances. And you made it so fucking boring?
Well, it's actually not based off of Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah,
off
it's
some
based on a
bullshit
book. Yeah, it's based on a bullshit book based on like the actual fairy tale. So yeah, you know it's gonna be bad. It's like, yeah, what's worse than a bad adaptation of something good? A bad adaptation of something that's already bad. Like, first of all, the characters. They are not that good. Not even like Neil Patrick Harris. Not even he was good in that film. And the whole thing of how he became a beast. Oh, he's just bald, he has scars, and he has tattoos. Like, so you call that ugly? I've seen some people that look good bald and have tattoos. And I've seen people that have scars that can make it look cool. And yet you're fretting over that. Best example of a whiny, prissy rich boy, am I right? And not just that. The reason why I said this is like worse than Twilight, I'll at least give Twilight this. At least it tried to be fun with some of the action sequences. It tried. This film, it tried to do an action sequence with Belle's father trying to deal with some drug dealers. That thing was not resolved until way later on via a text message. A fucking text message. You can easily see it on your phone right here. That only appeared for about a second. You can... That... What? And the worst sin of all, for a romance film, there's no romantic tension in this whatsoever. The main leads were just like talking, they were just bonding. Oh, they were just like bonding and said, "Oh, I love you," because it said in so in the script. Why? Why are tween movies doing this? Why? This is why people say that like the live action Beauty and the Beast was that bad. Well, those I say, be lucky you got this instead of this crappy, boring film. That is why I had to put it on my list.
Damn, dude.
You could tell I got pissed at something more than Twilight. You know how shocking that is.
Indeed.
Hey, well, all right, I'm gonna pitch you guys a cool story idea. You know we have the Earth's mightiest heroes. You know we have Iron Man, we have Captain America, we have Spider-Man. You know we know them for years. They're great. What if one of them got hurt, and when they check to see if they're okay, they turned green. They had pointy ears. It's not them. It's a scroll. What if we found out that there are others who are Skrulls. Interesting story, right? Yeah, that's not Secret Invasion from the MCU. No, it was complete bullshit. You know, Brandon, you talked about a lot of this, and I agree. It just ruined Nick Fury. It ruined the MCU. It tried to be a spy thriller. It wasn't. It was whack. It was really boring. It was a lot of talking, a lot of all this planning. I'm just like, what the fuck? And to top it off, they keep bringing up that Nick Fury's old. Yes, he's old. But he wasn't that old when we saw him in Infinity War when he got dusted, right? He
Yeah.
looked that different. And it was like maybe a year since the snap was reversed. So, yeah, he's not that old. Like, they keep bringing it up. Like, oh, yeah, he's old. He's old. He's old. Like, okay, we get it. He's fucking old. Shut the fuck up. And also, the Super Skrull. Good idea and concept. But some of the powers he got didn't make sense. I mean, I thought Ghost was cured. So how did they get Ghost spacing?
Mhm.
Also, how the fuck did they get Gamora and Drax's DNA when they weren't even on Earth? Like
They tried to do the whole thing like they said they got the DNA after the Endgame event.
How the fuck? Like,
I don't know.
It
Your
just-
guess is as good as mine with these fucking writers.
yeah, like the writers didn't care. They also wanted just to empower the whole female thing. Like, I remember one scene when one character was trying to speak, but then one of Nick Fury's allies was like, "No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her." I'm like, "Oh wow, we're really gonna pull that She-Hulk bullshit, huh? The men are dumb. Wonderful." Now, look, I'm all for strong female representation. Okay, Black Widow, Scarlet Witch, Wonder Woman, they were great. Then we got Captain Marvel, and then Miss Marvel, and then the Scarlet Scarab from Moon Knight, and She-Hulk. That's terrible. The only good female representation I will say right now in the MCU in Phase 4 was maybe Wasp and Kate Bishop. The only ones that actually I kind of liked. Just this whole show, it was trying to do something it wasn't, and and also graphics. He killed main characters more than Thanos. Thanos, when he killed them, you felt that. When Gravix does it, doesn't feel different because he's a new character. Who fucking cares about Gravix? He's a little bitch. That show, it was terrible. And the worst part is, remember episode 1, Brandon? Nick Fury came to Earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happened at the end? What did he do?
He left.
Yeah, he left. He was like, "No, fuck this. The world's fucked. I'm out." You know what this makes Nick Fury look like? He
A
looks
coward.
lazy. He looks lazy. Like he's not gonna bother. Like this is the guy that was purging Shield from within because of Hydra. He was purging. Where's that Nick Fury? Oh no, wait, no. He's gonna come back in the Marvels. He's gonna be great. We saw the trailers, right? He's gonna be great because the Marvels is gonna be a great MCU movie, right, guys?
Excuse me while I go call the sarcasm police.
Yeah, exactly. Just stop. Just stop, Marvel. That's my number 4. I'm fucking over it.
The big 3, guys. Here we go.
I'm not even excited. I'm tired.
I'm
How hard is it to do a zombie movie? That's my question to you guys.
not that hard.
And how many times did they try to do a video game movie based on a zombie franchise?
Okay, now it's
What?
just a question of
Oh.
which one.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. It's not Paul W.S. Anderson. We're going to Netflix with the Resident Evil series.
Oh, not what I was expecting.
Like, yes, Paul W.S. Anderson's Resident Evil movies are
They're bad.
garbage. They are shaky cam fest. Like, I don't give a shit about that. They were bored. They were stupid movies, and there were stupid movies after that. When Netflix, when you hire the showrunner that did Supernatural, and this motherfucker did not have a plan. Like in an interview, he said, "I am happy to take on this like my last show went on for like 10 seasons. I want to do 17 seasons. This fucker did not have a plan. And also the pacing. The pacing of this movie, or just the series in general, is all over the place. It's like I'm so sick of this thing. We're in the present and we're in the past. The next part of the episode, we're in the present, we're back in the past. Stop doing that pacing. I hate it. I've always hated it. It ruins the flow of the story. I don't care. And then when they injected CW level drama, the two sisters, I could not give a shit about those two sisters. I really don't.
Oh, I forgot about them, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah, no. And here's the big twist. The sister that got bit and apparently didn't turn is that it has been the leader of Umbrella the entire time. And she wants to destroy everything because she hates herself. So the whole world must burn. All because during a flashback she got a burrito shoved in her face. That was a damn good burrito. I would have eaten that.
I would go for a burrito too.
The only good thing I can name you 3 good things about this show: the monsters, the visuals, and Lance Reddick. That's it. Lance Reddick as Albert Wesker, not my first choice, but hey, he's a good actor. And also, rest in peace to him as well. But, oh my god, I kid you not, when he showed up as Wesker in the leather suit, he looks like fucking Blade. He looks so stupid.
I thought the Magneto's costume from X-Men First Class at the end was dumb, but this takes it to a whole new level.
Like Lance Reddick comes down with the stupid almost topped up black hairdo with the leather. He kind of moves fast, but it looks so stupid. Unlike that last guy we got in the Paul W.S. Anderson versions, you should have brought more. That guy was leagues better. I love Lance, but you could not get a better action choreographer or anything like that. Oh man. The main female character, the main sister. Oh my gosh, she's a bitch. She's a stupid bitch. So she has here's the thing. She comes up with these ideas. They fall apart and get other people she's trying to help killed. And also, the director wants to bring in more legacy characters. That's what he wanted. He wanted to bring in Ada Wong, Claire Redfield, Leon, Chris. He even wants Lady D. I want it all, as he says. And even they brought in the chainsaw guy from Resident Evil 4. Which made no goddamn sense why he's in this, because they literally just killed him off in 5 seconds. Which in the lore, if you know Resident Evil, there's bits and pieces of lore with the chainsaw guy. He's actually invulnerable. He's invincible.
Yep.
And he gets killed off quickly. Ugh. It was so bad. I was bored. How bored I was, I find myself fast forwarding through half the episodes. I was so fucking bored. Oh my god. How hard is it? It's Resident Evil. It's zombies. You have to try to fuck this up. It's how?
It's try times 10. No, not 10. Times infinity they fucked it up.
I shit on the Paul W.S. Anderson movies, but at least some of the action scenes was for fun, at least, if I can see it. This is not it. And I am so glad it got canceled after 1 season. I am so glad it did. Go.
Well, speaking of shitty things based off of video games.
All right, let's go. Let's ride that train.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna ride this train. This is, I'm just gonna say it. Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li.
Yep, that's a bad one. That's a bad one.
Oh God, this movie is so bad, and I know it's bad because I don't usually put a lot of trust in like whatever critics say or whatever, but I actually saw this, and I'm like, yeah, this is worth every shit they say about it. I'm just saying something. I mean, just the butchering of the character. Why is Chun-Li a whiny little bitch? She's supposed to be this. She's supposed to be this strong cop from Interpol, but no, she's just a whiny. Like, I don't know if I want to. No, no. Why is Shao Kahn suddenly? Why is M Bison suddenly swapping bodies with babies?
For some sick reason, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, none of this. I barely remember anything about this movie. Maybe I just turned my brain off or something. I don't know. But I do know this. The Kikoken is not some super match winning thing. Seriously.
No, it's not. It's a projectile move.
Yeah. Oh, God. And they were actually setting up for a sequel with Ryu.
Yeah.
Thank Christ that never happened. I'm going to be honest, I barely remember anything about this, so I can't go on anymore.
Fine, because that movie was dog shit. I don't think anybody would want to remember it.
I would rather take the original live-action Street Fighter film over this one.
Yeah, of course!
Go ahead, mate.
Okay. Third time's the charm, right?
Oh,
Death Note.
Shit.
Yep, I'm bringing back Death Note for this one, guys. Because, yeah, Kevin saw it about halfway through. I sat through this crap all the way through.
Preaching to the choir.
Mm-hmm. And get this, when I heard about it, it's like, okay, a bit interesting. Then I saw the trailer. Okay, they just got some things wonky. Okay, maybe it shouldn't be that bad. Then, after I saw the film, Netflix, can you come a little closer? Why? Why the fuck did you downgrade everything? Brandon said it best. It's not that hard. It really isn't. Japan had done it well. Why not take some notes for them? It's just... We mentioned like a bunch of downgrade characters, but I think another downgrade, instead of just like making Light whiny, what was another thing that we know about Light? He's smart. He knows how to conceal things, right? So why the hell is he causing these killings and just like pretend, oh yeah, I done it. Check it out. This is a cool achievement. Bullshit. Light is smarter than that. And it's not just like the light part. Some of the other depth scenes, like, okay, you have like a heart attack in that one. Okay, fine. But why would you go overboard with some of the kills? Like, even in the anime. Answer me this. Have there been any over-the-top deaths in the anime? Have there?
No.
So why are we getting like a bunch of Mortal Kombat and Suicide Squad shit all over the place?
Because they think gore attracts more audiences.
It's not the gore that attracts Death Note. And that's another thing. They failed to miss the mark of what Death Note really is. It's about intelligence. It's about suspense. It's about the mystery. This film captures none of it. None of it at all. They failed to capture the tone. They failed to capture the characters. Well, except for Ryoko. Ryoko's fine.
Yeah.
And they failed at everything. It's like, oh, we could go in unique direction. Guys, if you want to copy and paste, that's fine. It's not that hard. I get it. Like, I said it with a Resilient Vampire anime. You want to be unique with it. This was not it. I can't add much to it because Brandon and Kevin already talked about this film. So that's why it deserves to be in the top 3 for me.
Kevin, your bronze, please.
We're going to the Assassin's Creed world. You could have been a great movie. I mean, the costumes were in line. The lore was... It fit. Okay, everything was interesting. But like Brandon said, you stayed in the present. Not just the present, you focused on the Templars. The most boring part of the fucking... No, okay. Some Templars are interesting, like Hathan, but my god. I almost fell asleep. I was with Brandon, we watched it together. I was bored. Like even the action segments in the fucking movie, like the past were blah. It just didn't feel right. You know, like they were trying to connect to other assassins, but dude, like it felt like a self-insert fan fiction. And I've seen some bad self-insert fan fiction, trust me.
And those were way better.
Just it didn't work. Like it didn't fit the lore. And our main hero? I would have taken Desmond back. Desmond's fine.
Yeah.
This guy, Michael Fassbender, you tried, but man, my god, his character is stupid.
The writing did not work. It didn't.
No, it didn't work. What writing? There was no writing. It was horrible. I'm so glad we're not getting another one. If we get a different one, focused on the past. Focus on the past. Have bits and pieces of the future, but then focus on the past. Please! Because that's what we love. That's what we love as Assassin's Creed fans. Fuck the present. We want to go back in time. Oh, hell, give me an assassin that rides a fucking dinosaur. That'd be great. Just imagine. I know, that's too far, but... Okay, look, we have Vikings, okay? We have Vikings. All right? We have Viking Spartans. Why can't we have dinosaurs? All right, go ahead. We're going number 2.
Oh.
You really want to know the answer to that question?
Yes.
Because they did not exist with dinosaurs. This is not the fucking Flintstones.
It was better than the movie, Nicholas. It would have been better. Just saying.
That's not a high bar to clear with that movie.
True.
I know.
All right, number 2. My top 2s. Oh, I'm probably gonna lose my voice with some of them.
I'm gonna go freaking aim shit.
Oh, number 1's gonna make me...
I mentioned one bastardized version of the J.R.R. Tolkien franchise.
Oh.
And I fucking knew it. I fucking knew when this was coming. Because I can't find my rings because they're all done in Amazon's Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power.
Oh!
Literally $1 billion fan fiction introduction that didn't need to exist. $1 billion.
With a B.
Yes.
Yep.
From Amazon. Amazon Prime.
What?
Yeah.
They wasted $1 billion on that?
Oh no, they didn't waste it because we're still getting 5 seasons of this shit.
Ah!
Thank God
I get trying to fill in the gaps with certain things. I get that. It only works if you have the ingredients. Because here's the thing. The writers did not have access to some of the other books they needed to fill in these gaps. And what they did to it, they made up their own shit while painting in the lines, as they say, so they don't contradict what the story is, which, by the way, you just fucking did. Because you took a time frame that's supposed to be thousands of years ago, over 1,000 years ago, and you're basically turning it to, oh yeah, no, this guy Sauron, yeah, no, he was a dick ruler for like 15 years, so we just cut off his fingers. That's how you treat the lore. And oh my god, Galadriel, it was a fucking bitch. I just wanted to smack her every time she was on screen. Because first of all, she's not a warrior. She's not. She's a sorceress. Why is she the general of the northern armies for the elves? And she also did not have an obsession with finding Sauron. She didn't. She got pissed about Sauron when he killed her brother. Yes, that is true. But she did not become a soldier after his death. And your little hobbit throwaways called the Harfoots. They are horrible people. They literally joke about people who died on the trail and like, oh yeah, no, remember this guy who was allergic to bee stings and he got like swarmed by a bunch of bees and like ran away like crazy and he died in a pond. Oh yeah, that was something. Yeah, that was somebody's dad, and you're making a laugh about it. And oh my god, the thing I did not know was fucking possible. By the end of it, they actually shipped Galadriel and Sauron.
Yeah, the moment I saw that, I was like,
I
just wanted to punch the director.
The Dark Lord? No, not dark. Not with you at my side. Oh, and also when you contradict the lore, how do you do that when you actually make the elf rings first in front of everything? The elf rings are not made first. They are made in secret. That's why Sauron declares war on the elves. Because they make, what the fuck? You guys are making more rings? No, those rings are mine. I want all the rings. That's the reason why he made the One Ring.
Yeah.
And how are there ring wraiths at the end of the season? How? There are no fucking rings yet. I swear, like, the interviews made, the showrunners said they came up with this show idea in one day. And I fucking believe that.
That's not, I wouldn't even say it's a day. It's like less than that.
Oh my god, there's so many contradictions, like, between episodes, like, oh wait, no, like, we're gonna do this, but we shouldn't do this. Oh yeah, no, we're gonna do this, but wait, no, you just said you weren't gonna do that in the first place. And the costume designs. Fucking lazy on a $1 billion show. I'm not joking. Some of the armor bits, they have like the breastplates for some of the knights. And you think that underneath it is like chainmail, right guys? Like
Nope.
every other fantasy we've seen, right?
It's not.
No, they are like fucking lycra. What you would get from a Spider-Man outfit from China. Printed patterns onto it. That's how fucking lazy the show is. And you want 5 seasons worth of this? Oh my god.
Just cancel it at this point. Just cancel it.
I was crawling. I was screaming to go to the end of the show. Oh, it's just so fucking bad. Fuck you, Amazon. Why did you do this? You knew you can't do this because you didn't have the ingredients to make the show. You asses should have figured that out. So you damn well deserve all the backlash you got. And no, the racists on YouTube, the whole like the fans, like you call them being like racists and bigots and bitches. Yeah, fuck you guys, because you know you couldn't do this. That's my number 2.
Yeah, the rage is not gonna die. The rage is not gonna die. Because we're going back to the Shyamalan with Airbender. Yeah.
Let it flow. Let the song flow.
Brandon got the big points out of the way. The bending sucks. Why is the clambers are too close? They're just bland delivering lines. But they also butchered the characters. I mean, Sokka's supposed to be a funny guy. In the movie, he's like the biggest stick in the mud I've ever seen. I mean, for crying out loud, I think it took them like, what, an hour, 30 minutes for them to finally ask Aang his name? That's like the first thing you do. Dude, but the biggest thing, it's my biggest problem with it. The Fire Lord. Why?
Oh,
Why would you show him in the first movie? In the show, he's built up big time, always in the shadows. You never see his face, let alone anything he does. And yeah, he wasn't super interesting once they did show him, but he was still built up, and he was a big threat. In the movie, he's like the most non-threatening guy I've ever seen. And I mean, they cut out so much, just to squeeze this into the time frame. I mean, here's just a few things we're missing: Suki, Jet, the pirates, Boomy, Yui's connection with Sokka, Katara's motherly wisdom and strength, any semblance of fun and excitement from this movie. Also, and my final point, Yang and the Blue Spirit. Why the fuck was that a long-ass tracking shot? There's a reason we have editing. I could see these guys just standing around, waiting for the camera to get to them. Do you realize how boring that is? Apparently not, Shyamalan. I want to know what the flying fuck was wrong with this guy when he made this movie. How do you make this movie boring? That's what I want to know.
Nate, please.
oh boy, these top twos. I will say this: if I was around in bad movies, they would have been on my list. So I was saving them for this one. Because people know me. I'm a Sherlock Holmes fan, right? So why the hell did we get a lame-ass annoying parody film called Holmes and Watson?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, for context, we did top 10 movies. I brought in Sherlock Holmes. And I believe like it was either Nicholas or someone else. They thought, oh, I thought it was like the Will Ferrell one. I got pissed when they brought that up. And my God, this is what, look, I don't have a problem with parody films. If you want to parody something, that's fine. This one is literally the biggest middle finger to the Sherlock Holmes franchise. Like, first of all, I am not shitting on this one. The quote from the film, you thought it was going to be a quote from the book. No! It's a quote from fucking Hannah Montana! When you start a film with that makes no sense. And also that little thing where Sherlock Holmes having no emotions, that whole trauma thing, and him not, caring about what other people think. A few scenes later, he's worried about what he will look like during like the trial scene. You just contradict something within the second? Are you kidding me? And it's not just that. I'm just getting started with this shit. Few things that tick me off. One, the plot. Is that even you can call it that? The best way I could sum it up is just Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly doing a bunch of pointless, stupid, annoying, petty shit that you see in every other movie they've done. It would be fun if it's done like an original film. I mean, they have fun with it with like their own film. But this one, when I see a film called Sherlock Holmes, I expect there to be a mystery. This film did not focus on that until around the end. And guess what? Remember the landlady, Mrs. Hudson? Oh, she is the main bad guy, not Moriarty. Like, I get it. They want to do a twist with it. They're like, Mrs. Hudson is fed up with Sherlock Holmes. It's very fitting. We've seen her get annoyed with Sherlock multiple times. So why did you not bring this up for like a main mystery and then brought her around to the end. And the way that they did every fucking scene. I shit you not. This film had the most theater walkouts in history. They try to sell the film to Netflix. And Netflix denies it. Yes, Netflix. Who fucked up Death Note, Resident Evil. When they, of all people, turned down a film they did not do, you know how bad it is. Every time I looked at the scenes, you thought I got annoyed with I Spy? I got so fucking pissed off throughout the entire thing. I had to refrain myself from punching anything. That's how horrible that is. This was the film then, like, I was annoyed with some Will Ferrell films back then. This one killed it for me. I'm sorry. This one was almost #1 for me for how poor the mystery was and how everything in the scene was just fucking pointless. Even the whole thing with John Watson just wanting more. You're trying to make Watson want more? Really? He's a humble guy, and yet you brought in this? So yeah, not only does parody film fail to honor Sherlock Holmes, it is not worth acknowledging it. It was almost #1, but #1 did it fucking worse. I'll say that for later.
Oh
Wow.
boy. Wow.
Wow.
Kevin.
Yeah, you take too long, you know that? Just kidding. Alright. Well, now it's my turn. Alright, this is my last anime live action. It's the most notorious! It's the one everyone shits on for a good fucking reason. What is the most popular anime right now? Or, what's the most popular anime of all time? That if you tell someone, what anime do you like, what's the first thing they would say?
Dragon Ball?
Yes. Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh, I was just shot in the dark.
Yeah. Oh my god! Where do I even begin? They changed everything about this movie. There's not even a shred of anything recognizable in the lore. It was so different. Like, for one, Goku, he's not a child. He wasn't being trained by Uncle Gohan. No, he's a fucking teenager, still being raised by Grandpa Gohan. Just a teenager who knows soccer, who loves all this shit, and goes to high school, and does cool party tricks while fighting jocks. Like, what the fuck? And of course, then Grandpa Gohan dies, and Goku has to be trained by Master Roshi. Who killed Grandpa Gohan? It wasn't Goku when he was Uzaru. No, it was Piccolo. Oh my god! Just, Brandon, bring up an image of Piccolo from the anime, and now bring up the movie. You kind of see where the issue is. You kind of see that. Yeah, it was horrible, and it's not just Goku and Gohan and Piccolo are different. Everyone was different. Master Roshi was different. Chi-Chi was different. Fucking Bulma was different. They even brought in fucking Yamcha. Why?
Yamcha!
Fucking Yamcha!
They got rid of Krillin, but they kept Yamcha? Jesus Christ. And then the action scenes were so fucking stupid.
Oh my god, if you even call them action scenes.
No. And also the CGI for
Oh,
the
dear
Uzaru.
Christ.
Oh my god, I have seen better CGI on YouTube. Like, Devil Artemis back in the day had better CGI. Okay? By the way,
I've even seen better CGI on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna say it. Even CW's Arrowverse had better CGI.
Yep.
Yeah, that's saying something, okay? Just it was horrible. And then, oh my god, they used the Kamehameha in such a stupid way.
Oh my god.
Oh and then the Dragon Ball scene when they were summoning Shenron. They barely explain that shit. What does Goku do? He just revives Roshi. He doesn't revive Grandpa Gohan. No, he just revives Roshi. I'm just like, what the fuck? This movie, it's proof that America should not touch anime live action, or no one should, especially something like Dragon Ball. Just, I am so glad there's no sequel or anything. Okay, because number one is one I legitimately saw. Okay, so I'll leave it at that.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Number one. Oh my god, this show nearly broke me. It nearly broke me. It nearly broke my love for this franchise. Because the one thing that separates this show from everything else, the showrunner openly said they never played this game. Halo.
you know what?
When you say on an interview you never even bothered to play the games, that's an immediate red flag. And the first episode we get, what does Chief do? Takes off his helmet. Like, what? That's not Chief. He never does. He never takes off his helmet. Ugh. And the UNSC. The UNSC politics. That's what we focus on half the time. That is the boring stuff of Halo! You guys basically make the Covenant look like, yeah, no, I want the Covenant to kill these motherfuckers. Oh my god. Everything. You just go so far and just character assassination after character assassination. And also, CGI on Cortana. Oh my god, when we saw that in the trailer. She looked like a fucking soccer mom. When you get the actual voice actress of Cortana to play the character, number one, why is she not blue? Number two, why does she not act like Cortana? None of these characters act like anyone else. Chief rarely acts like himself. You made the Spartans some of the best military force in the UNSC. You turned them in like they were fucking robots. But no, they're not like that. They just have an emotional inhibitor because they don't know how to feel, because they were basically tortured from a young age, brainwashed by Dr. Halsey to do that. And oh my god, one of the biggest things why I hated this fucking show. Fucking Quan. The original character they bring in, who just goes on again and again and again. I want a revolution. I want to rebel against the UNSC. Oh, you want to rebel against the UNSC? The guys who are actually protecting your ass against the Covenant. You want to do that. And the first episode, she literally gets pissed off because her dad dies by an elite. Dies in front of an energy sword. You guys want to know what she does? Yeah, no, I'm going to tell everyone that you guys are evil, and I'm going to spark a revolution across the galaxy to fight you. Not the Covenant, you. You see the problem? So, and like, one of the episodes does not fucking belong in Halo. Like, it literally looks like a fucking South Korean mystical bullshit. I was like, oh yeah, no, I remember this is supposed to be Halo, because yeah, they showed Chief's armor. But then they showed him out of his armor, and with the other armor, like, oh dear god, no, is she actually gonna put the armor on? Thank god it didn't happen. But holy hell, I never thought I would see this day. They put a sex scene in fucking Halo. Chief actually gets laid in this show by a human who was working with the Covenant the whole time. Because why? Oh, we gotta build the drama because everyone betrayed him. Yeah, no! You could have done that easily. And also, leave his fucking armor on. Half the time, he has his helmet off every single chance he gets. I swear to God, guys. In one episode alone, I counted 5 minutes worth. Like, Chief shows up with his helmet on. He takes it off. And he puts it back on and walks like 2 steps, like 2 minutes, takes it off again. It's like, you guys just don't like the idea of him not showing his face. When that was the whole thing about his character. You're supposed to see the man in the armor, not visually, but to understand him. Oh my god, and this is already greenlit for a season 2. And this, oh my god. I swear to fucking god, if they actually put in, like, if I see another fucking sex scene or another naked Chief ass, I'm gonna throw myself out of that fucking window. And I live on the 2nd floor, if you guys don't know. Fuck you, Paramount. Fuck you, CBS. There's a live action trailers on YouTube that do Halo better than this. Fuck you guys. You almost ruined this franchise for me. That's my number 1.
Yeah, this is just a bad anime. Yeah. I mentioned it before multiple times, but it bears repeating. Rosario Vampire. What the fuck were you thinking?
Yep.
4 times the charm.
Yes. Yeah. 4th time the charm, but it bears repeating. Season 1, passable. Not the best, not the worst. Season 2, nobody cared about the high school drama in the manga. It was cool. It had action. It had drama. It had suspense. It was awesome. Again, final form, skew me in the anime. In the anime, final form of the manga. If you can't tell the difference, I got a bridge to sell you in Brooklyn. I mean, loud. Oh, this should have been an amazing show. But no, we traded it for panty shots and fan service.
Not even good fan service.
Yeah. Oh my god. You know it's bad when even the voice actors are like, wow, this was awful. Yeah. Oh god. Excuse struggle. From going from pure human to vampire was fantastically done in the manga. Mm-hmm. It showed a struggle. It showed everything you want in this kind of thing. In the anime, I mean, his eyes glow.
That's it.
That's it. Jesus Christ. Oh God, it hurts my. I hope we get a reboot of this. To whatever deity is out there, but this is a reboot because this deserves better than what we got.
Yep.
And you want to know the worst part about this? The worst part about this is before I read the manga, I actually enjoyed season 2.
Yeah, I know.
We all been.
I have never felt done dirty like I did when I read the source material.
I would have just bitch slapped my younger self for that.
I know.
Same here.
Although I felt violated. Nate, go.
Go.
Okay, remember how I mentioned I had like 2 ties? This is my last one. Comic book movies. I was saving it for last because these 2 offend me the most. Fan 4 Stick and the other one, fuck you, Hellboy reboot.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. These are the 2 films based on comics that aggravate me the most. I'm going with Fan 4 Stick, because it was brought up before. Here's the thing. Fox was about to lose the rights to Fantastic Four instead of just like, okay, we can like be patient with it. Let's plan it out. Let's make a good movie actually faithful to the source material. Nope. They'd rush to production just so they could keep the rights. When people do that, you know it's a red flag. And when we saw the trailer, not even the trailer looked interesting, the main film. I never been so bored and aggravated. I'm usually one of those things, either one of the two during a film. But when two bad things mix together, that's a big problem. We mentioned a lot of character assassinations and all that, but we forgot another character assassination that they failed at. Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards. They's one of the smartest people in the Marvel Universe. When he realized he had those powers, what did he do? Instead of just like using his newfound powers to break his friends free, he ran away and left them to be military weapons. Reed Richards would never, ever do that. Another thing they also fucked up. Sue Storm, one of the most powerful females, got turned into one of the blandest female characters I've seen in live action. People say that Jessica Alba, some people say like, oh wait, no, Jessica Alba was like kind of worse. I call bullshit because at least she tried. She tried. And it's not just that. When they did that action sequences at the end, it was just a big fuck you to how it did in the comics and the other films. Let's get this. How did they beat the villain? Oh, they decided to become heartless murderers. And they killed Doom with his own power that he created. Because it said so in the script. You can tell that, oh, maybe it's like if Josh Trank was left to his own device, it could have been good. Well, guess what? This was all Josh Trank. This was all him. And Kevin said it best. You know it's a sin when Stan Lee, the creator of the Fantastic Four, the one that made Marvel famous back then, when he doesn't make a cameo and when Marvel itself refuses to acknowledge it, you know it's a bad one. But enough about that. Let's get into another film that is worth ranting on. 2019's Hellboy. This film, when we heard about the news of a new Hellboy film, we were hoping it would be a third film. But when we found out it's a reboot, okay, not bad. I mean, they got a good actor for Hellboy. I applaud that, and the makeup is all right. Everything about the film does not work. Like, first of all, the rating. I can understand they want to go for a more mature rated thing. The comics are pretty gritty. But some of the mature stuff, some of the gore they've done just looks awful. The Baba Yaga scene. The moment where Hellboy's talking with Baba Yaga. I got fucking traumatized by it. I expect this in a horror film, not in a comic book film. And it's not just that. When they try to adapt other parts, even Seed of Destruction, which I will admit, they handled it fine. They got Lobster Johnson in that. It was pretty cool. Only for a brief moment.
Yeah.
And they also fucked up every other character. They fucked up Broom making him like, oh, he's a killer. No, he is not. They fucked up Dr. Broom. They fucked up Hellboy. And that cameo at the end with my boy Abe. That is just a big fat no. That is a no. But another thing that made me fucking clocked out. They fucked up my favorite comic book line, The Wild Hunt, which is one of the most famous comic book lines from Hellboy. And you fucked it up with some knights trying to get back at Hellboy because, oh wait, he might cause a zombie apocalypse if he pulls out Excalibur. And that fight scene, they just, everything about this film did not work well. The tone was wrong, the gore was wrong, the story was wrong, everything else. I could go on day after day after day, and I would not be done to how horrible it was. This one, you ruined one of the most underrated characters of all time, and one of the most underrated comic book lines of all time. If there was like a new Hellboy film, please don't do it right, because I'm not sure if I have any high hope.
Yeah.
That's how bad a film can do if they destroy something that I love. That is why these two comic book films deserve all the fucking hate they get.
Whew. Okay then. Kevin,
Wrap up the
it
salt.
up.
Okay. I got promos for this movie. It was interesting. We got even behind the scenes footage on Nickelodeon. And my sister and I were big fans of the cartoon. So we decided, let's fucking watch it. I almost fell asleep from The Last Airbender.
There we go.
This
Yep.
movie. Wow, everything sucked about it. There was nothing good about it. There was like every design was terrible. All the characters were whitewashed. Like that's like my big problem. Like it's so they're all whitewashed. Yeah, it was an awful film. Like every direction shown on show was just he tried to make it authentic, but it fucking sucked. Like nothing worked. Like Ong, like what's the difference? It's the same guy. Well, not even the same character. And just they cram a whole season of character building just to this. Just okay. Look, I could do without Suki. That's okay. Maybe even Jet, but my God, did they have to rush the whole blue spirit thing? Did they? Did they really? And it's such an insult to the cartoon because the cartoon is like one of the most known, most beloved, and they fucked it up. And when the plans for the sequel, I heard about this. Yep. He was gonna bring Toph in instead of making it a little girl. Oh, it's gonna be a blind guy, tall guy named Toph. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done, Shyamalan. Fucking over that. God, I just. Like, does this guy not think? I'm sorry, I don't want to be mean, but does he think before doing this shit?
I don't know, because he always thinks his twists in movies are like some of the best he ever written.
You know what I call that? I call that arrogance, and that guy needs to be taken down a peg. He needs the Kotsky Botgo treatment. Anyways, yeah, that's my number one. Because my God, we left that theater just looking at each other like. That movie was bad. That's not Avatar. And you know what? You can tell it's bad because they don't call it Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's literally just called The Last Airbender.
Yeah, because they didn't want to get confused with James Cameron's.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be so confusing talking about Avatar: the movie about blue people wall. There's Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah, that's so confusing. I know I'm too stupid to realize the difference, guys. I'm sorry.
But yeah, there it is. Top 10 worst adaptations you could think of.
I need to go to sleep. I want to go to sleep.
So yeah, guys, I'll be sure to post this whenever I get a chance to. No video on my channel probably for the rest of this month, unless Kevin has something he would like to do in the future. But I'm going to be editing a few other videos so I can post that soon.
I mean, I wanted to try to do Anime Avengers next week, but honestly, at this point, I want October to be done.
Yeah. So either way, guys, thank you for joining us on my birthday video. So be sure to let us know what adaptation you think could have been probably done even worse than some of ours. Let us know. Have a good night.